Hi, welcome to Remain Calm and Keep Stitching. Today I have WIPS that I worked on in this past week, WIPS that I'm going to work on in the coming week, and what my goals for those are. And I also have a fully finished object, which I will show you. At the end, I will show you how I made two needle minders this morning, and they were super easy. So let's get to this cross stitch. This is more beach. Now, it's easier right side up, isn't it? Okay, more beach. I said I was going to do the letters and I wanted to do the houses. I didn't get all of the houses done. I don't really remember if I promised to do all the houses, but I did get a start on them and I did finish the letters. And here's this. So I did get some of the house done. I got the roof of the second house. And the next time I work on this, I'd really like to do more houses because they're interesting. They do have a few color changes in them, but I still enjoyed working on them. No, that's the wrong pile. I'm a little frazzled. It's later in the day than I would like to do a video. And it's frustrating when you do a whole video and then you go to watch it and realize that it didn't record except for the last minute. And I don't know why. So anyway, Woodland Yule. I worked on that and I said that I wanted to get the animals done and I wanted to get the green pine done. I was hoping to get Christmas done, but I wasn't sure if I would. I didn't. But I got the animals done, and there they are. Whoops. I do. Oh, there's a fold in it. I didn't realize there was that fold in it. So, if you look closely, I followed the directions. I made the French knots for the owl's eyes, bright yellow. Some owls have bright yellow eyes, some have brown eyes, some have black eyes. I don't remember which type of owl has the yellow ones, but I thought it kind of looked like that owl. So I like yellow eyes on an owl anyway. It just seems more natural because I don't know, it's like they're strange. They're so aloof. Other birds kind of are friendlier and stuff, but the owls, they just kind of sit there and look, they look down on us. So they should be different. That is Merry Little Christmas. On Merry Little Christmas, I wanted to do the banner and I want to do the words inside. And I said I was going to do one border down the side, if you remember that red border. So what I did, I got the top of the banner done. I did the words inside. I finished the yellow or the gold and the white accents in the top. Those, I don't know what, I guess they're supposed to be stars. And I did the border, but I did more of the border than I had originally planned. So I got along pretty well with that one. That banner isn't that easy because I wanted to make sure I put it in the right spaces. And so I figured I'd better do the lettering first so that I can see where I need to put things. Then we have one of my favorites. This is Porch Scene. And I remember I told you that I was going to work on this blue so that you could see porch. And it was already mostly done, the white on white, but you can't see white on white, even in person. So I knew you couldn't see it on camera. So that's what I worked on. And there it is. I think next time I work on it, I might work over here because there'll be green in there. There's some grass there. So I'd like to get another color in there, you know? I think it would be fun to do something besides blue and white, because there's a lot of blue and white in the part that I'm doing. Now, and that's all that I worked on last week, except for, now I know there's some people who are going to say they would do this differently. I did not mount the project on any kind of board. I didn't put interfacing on the back of it. I decided I wanted to go as rustic as I could. So I put fringe on the side. You know, I pulled out some threads and let it fringe. And I stole some dried plants from the decoration I have out in the kitchen. And I bought a wooden board from Hobby Lobby, which is almost 12 by 12. And I used scrapbooking paper to give a wood look. And I had some ribbon, some plaid ribbon that I thought would just finish off the edge nice, you know. So here it is. That is Full Moon Farm, all done. I let the fringe hang off the edge a little bit. I would have liked the fringe to be a little bit longer, but it was the first time I ever did fringe. So it kind of was a learning thing. But I like it. And it has the cutout so that I can hang it up. And this board, as I said, is from Hobby Lobby. Oh, that was fun. For crochet, I have Hometown Hometown from Lion Brand. It's a bulky weight yarn, super bulky, number 6. And that's going to be the next project. I'm not done with the blanket yet, but this is Peacock, and I'm looking forward to doing this. I don't know how well you can see the color. There is a tinge of green in there. You can see it in the light. So it should be pretty. It's got that iridescent kind of coloring where it looks blue and then you see the green, just like a peacock when you see their tail. So then for this coming week, what I have, uh, Owl Watch. This comes from the Keepsake 2025 calendar, and he's Mr. November. And this also comes from Craftways. And I think this week, I think I might work on that big pumpkin. I'm not sure. I really want to get the owl done, but I think that the pumpkin is going to be very time consuming because there's a lot of colors in there. I don't know how much you can see the different colors. So it really takes a lot of time. There's a lot of changes in there. Some oranges, you have to know that they're a different color in order to be able to tell. It's like that, you know. Then this one, and I'm looking forward to this one getting finished too, because I really do like it. And I want it done for Halloween. This is Wizard's Gate. Now, the last time I worked on it, I was determined to get that cat finished, and I did. This time, I'm going to go up the pillar. I may not get it done, the entire pillar done, but I am going to go straight up, and I'm going to get to that bird-type creature. I think of it as it's not a gargoyle. I think Griffin keeps coming to mind. It's not a vulture, because vultures don't have tails like that. But whatever it is, I want that bird done. I'm not too far along as far as getting to that bird. You can see the pillar is there. And I will get up to him. And I will get that bird. I don't know if I'll get the raven done that's on top of him, but I'll get the big bird done. This one it seems like I have had forever. And this is Holiday Gnomes. And I am going to work on the sled. Last time I worked on it, I started working on the sled. This is the one that I started it. I was so new to it that when I made a mistake with the Christmas lights, I thought it was over. So now that we know we can do our own thing, I'm going to work on that sled so that the gnomes have a place to sit. And if I find out that the sled is so easy that I have plenty of time, maybe I'll try doing holidays. But this week, 2 days I have to go out, so I won't have as much time to stitch as I normally would. I feel like this video is just flying by. Well, anyhow, the next thing that I would be working on this week is another favorite. I like them all. I admit it. That's why I bought them. The Abbey by Nancy Spruance. This is the Victorian style house that the Philadelphia businessman built for his family so they could cool off in the hot summer months. And I don't have nearly as much done as I would like to. I'm pretty sure this is done on Rustico. But this is what I have. Yeah, that little line there across the bottom. And then over here where it goes up, that's part of the door. Or it's part of the plant in front of the door. Something like that. Which is what I want to get finished. The door. Not necessarily the rectangle around it, that's part of the tower, because I don't know. That door has quite a few colors in it, I think. Maybe, maybe not. It'd be nice if it wasn't, so I could really zip through, because I'd like to see it. But that's what I'm going to work on, is that door. And those are the things that I'll be working on. And hopefully I'll make some good progress on them. I do have something else that I will finish, and I'll show you next week. And I want to show you, so make sure you notice, that little doggy, that's one of my new needle minders. I made that this morning. And over here, well, should I get my hands on it? This is my other needle minder. It's a cactus, and on the bottom it says, "Don't touch me." Now, if you've ever been where they have cactus, you probably know that you don't have to touch a cactus in order for them to bite you. They'll jump out at you. Because I swear I didn't touch that cactus. I know better. But it hurts. It really does. The problem is getting the darn spines out, because some of them at least have these little hooks on them. And I got the spine out, no problem. Everything healed fine. It was just my finger. And about 2 weeks later, it started hurting again. And then my finger got very red and it got very warm in just this one little spot. And all of a sudden, this little piece of cactus spine starts working its way out. So you really don't want to play with the cactus. Now, as far as making your needle minder, these are magnets that I have. They're very small. They're extremely powerful. I think if anyone walked by with metal fillings in their mouth, they would pull it right out from here. They're very, very strong. So this is actually one of those pins that you have the little push thing and it goes on the little post. And bought this at Hobby Lobby. It was like $2.99, I think. The two of them were. And they had a whole bunch of them. All different pictures, whatever you would like to make a needle minder out of, practically. So what I did was brought it home, and then I figured I'll show you how to do one, which unfortunately, as I said, didn't record. But you take your pliers, or if you have something else you'd rather use, you grab the post and you just just wiggle it back and forth, back and forth. Doesn't take long and it's not hard to do. And post will come apart. Then take your E6000 or whatever glue you prefer, and you put some on here. I put a fair amount on because I don't care if it squishes out a little bit, you know. I want to make sure it's glued. So you put that on, and then you take a magnet and you place it on the glue and just push it down and then set it down on a flat surface and leave it alone for, I'm going to say, at least an hour. And if you pick it up and you get anywhere near a magnet, it will pull that magnet right off of the little picture that you have. And if you hold it this way, if you put as much glue as I did, the magnet will slide, so it won't be where you want it. And it's just better. Set it down and leave it. And then when you come back and it's all set, you have your needle minder. And easy peasy. I've looked up how to do needle minders, and I've seen projects where they want you to use resin and molds, and I don't want to do all that. That's not my craft. My craft is quilting, cross-stitching, crochet, knit if I feel like doing that again. You know, I don't want to get all involved with all kinds of chemicals and buying all kinds of molds and things like that. So this is easy. Takes a couple of minutes. I mean, literally a couple of minutes. It doesn't take forever to pull that post off. Just twist it. I'm going to say within 2 minutes you'll have it done. So it should be fine then. That, you know, you can go on using that forever. And they, you know, they work just fine. I think that's it. I hope this is recorded this time because I don't know if I've got it in me to do it a third time. It looks like it's recording. So anyway, I'm going to go. I will see you next week. I do want to show you my books next week. I also should have my first shipment from Bestitch Me, whatever fabric they send. So I'll show you that. I'm excited about that because it's the first time I'm getting fabric from them. Like I said, I hope I make enough progress in my cross stitch this week to really show you some definitive changes. Unfortunately, even though I won't be gone all day, it's still going to take away some of my time. But nothing I can do about that. I guess that's it. Please hit like if you like the video. Please hit subscribe. Please come back and see me again. And make a comment. Let me know what you're working on. What project do I have that you like the most? I'm going to keep working on my cross stitch blanket, which I showed you last week. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm going to start my other project because you can never have too many projects going on, right? Okay, I will see you next week. Stay safe, stay warm. Bye.